probably the most you done hit in 24 hours?
This is actually when I was over in Mexico, hella chicks, and I just remember literally I was on my 12th body for the day. Before that, I was on 10, and I met twins. By the time I reached 12 during the day, like I mean, by the end of the day, I was just like, I ain't gonna lie, that last, it's like I damn near thought I was about to go up. Like I was like, how? Like that was crazy, but it was like a life changing experience. Like it's like.
Can't even hit no words
can't even
for
explain this shit. Like it's just like an out of body experience. Like it's just different. Like,
How does STDs work in the industry?
there's a lot of people in the industry who are safe with, working. They have to get, talent tested, and with talent tests for STDs, HIV, AIDS, gonorrhea, damn near everything, even COVID. And most people in the industry, sometimes when let's say they just want to work with somebody, they won't even ask no questions. They just work with somebody, and they could catch STDs, they catch herpes, HIV, and not even know it. It's like, like when everybody's working with this person, like you want to at least have like a little track, because shit, damn near you don't even know what people are doing on they, on their outside time too. Mm-hmm. So it's like you want to try and be as safe as possible. I feel like, you rather be safe than sorry, honestly, because it can look good, but it's like you can literally have clap, like, like that's
all right, what's up with it, y'all? So look, man, this is a brief little summary about what's finna go on and what's been happening since this situation took place. Now look, if y'all don't remember, Gucci third leg, damn, his name be throwing me off. Gucci third leg was supposed to show his herpes results the following day after the whole situation took place with Aiden Ross and stuff like that. Well look, he done went missing. Aiden Ross can't find him. They've been trying to reach out. They've been getting a runaround. Ain't nobody seen him on social media. He just been missing. All right, y'all. So look, he did post something like 4 days ago. I'm just now seeing it. Basically, it's a bunch of BS. He didn't directly address the situation and things like that. But like I said before, you can do what the hell you want to do and how you want to do it. It's up to you. He just basically just said that he wasn't transparent, and he's a man of integrity and different things like that. I'm gonna put it right here so y'all can read it, because I don't feel like reading that bullshit. But yeah, y'all go ahead and get into it. Let's get back to the video. That's like a telltale sign, but at the same time, I don't want to put nothing on that man without the proper evidence. I'm just speaking on how it looks versus what's really going on. You feel me? But yeah, man, he had his results showing that he had HSV1 like in 2023. And now he's saying that HSV1 can't lead to HSV2 and different things like that. I'm not going to get into the medical side of all of this stuff. I just want to say, make sure you know your status. He looking crazy as hell right now. And I feel like that getting on Aiden Ross was one of the worst things that he could have ever did in his career, because now you got in front of thousands and thousands and thousands, potentially millions of people. Not just from Aiden. I'm talking about from the whole world. Really, it is millions. And yeah, you could have actually, showed and improved by actually showing your results. But I also feel like that if you don't want to do that, you don't owe nobody no explanations and things like that. But you did potentially infect people. So yeah, they're gonna want an explanation, and they're gonna want to see what the hell is going on with you and stuff like that. But anyway it go, man, we're gonna figure out what's going on, or we're not gonna figure out. Either way it go, strap up, know your status, and watch what you're dealing with. Let's go ahead and get into the video that I did last week. It's going to be another little intro. I talked about certain stuff and stuff like that. This video was ready because I thought that I had the results coming up with this, but it's not. This is the young lady speaking about everything, and you'll find out what really took place as far as them having some type of relationship and all the other type of stuff. Just watch the video. You'll see what's up. If you already seen it, that's good for you. Other than that, I'll holler at y'all later.
I actually have herpes. No, I don't.
You do?
No, I don't.
Yeah, what happened with the Gucci third leg? He looks like Cheezer, doesn't he?
This guy, yeah, he does. The Gucci third leg, he's not answering us. He doesn't want to get on stream tonight.
Are you gonna buy his NFT?
No, I'm not. I can't get a response from Gucci third leg as of right now. We're trying. Tav is spamming him. I'm actually gonna see if he has another update. Last time I checked was 2 hours ago. So we're trying to get an update from him. So that might be cooked.
Respectfully, I don't think people give about Gucci third leg like that.
No, it's very viral right now. People want to know the follow-up on the story.
Like 5 people on TikTok, and they're gonna forget in a week.
Nah, it actually has like millions of views on X. People want to know what his results are. Yeah, Tav is just...
Chat, spam one talk about Gucci third leg right now.
I mean, a lot of people do.
You're ruining my aura.
I'm sorry, bro. You want me to leave?
You're ruining my aura.
What do you want to talk about then, bro?
I want you to... Well, first I want to thank...
Similar stories to me, and they're so young as well. He's preying on the young, he's preying on the new. And I'm so sorry for not saying this 7 months I can't keep beating around the bush because you guys think I'm lying.
Alright, what's up with it, y'all? So look, man, I'm back again with another video, man. And y'all already know I normally don't run content for 2 or 3 days. Once I talk about it, I move forward unless it's an update. But I keep on getting updates on this situation. So we're going to talk about it because I'm really trying to get to the bottom of this and see what the hell really going on, because this is an interesting situation. But basically, long story short, for those who don't know what's going on, this is a guy by the name of Gucci Gucci Third Leg. God damn, his name be throwing me out. Gucci Third Leg. He allegedly gave a woman herpes. She exposed him to the World Wide Web. She said that, you know, that they were messing around. She seen lesions, but she didn't think nothing of it because he told her he just cut himself while he was shaving, because they do corn. If you don't know what corn is, just remove the C and add a P, and there you have it. But yeah, she said that they were getting it in, doing their thing, boning, intercourse. However, she was giving him fellatio. She seen what was going on, but she kept on pushing. But over a time span of 3 days, I think, or something like that, shit, it's so much, she seen that the one little lesion led up to be multiple. And she even went to the point of actually slowing down the video and circling certain lesions on his private parts now. And I done said this once, and I think y'all steady sending this to me now because I'm making it known that I want y'all to stop. But please stop sending me that man lesions and stuff like that. I don't want to see that, because it's already out there that we did see certain things on the internet that she said that could possibly be true. I'm gonna keep it real. We seen the damn lesions here, cuts, whatever the hell you want to call it. But for her to keep on doing what she did after seeing that is kind of crazy to me. But you know, some people are oblivious to certain situations. But you got to realize that you being oblivious to certain situations don't excuse you from the consequences of that obliviousness. You feel me? But we're gonna go ahead and get into this right here. This is her other side of it. If you missed him responding to it, I did a video about this yesterday or today, just depending on when I post this video. But yeah, he exposed that he did have herpes, HSV1, but that is a form of herpes, but it's not genital herpes. But I'm not gonna get into how I can transfer to this and go down your throat and esophagus and go down your spinal cord, and then you can touch somebody and give it to them and all that. Hey, y'all can have all of that. I just know that it is a herpes simplex virus 1, and it is herpes simplex virus 2 as well, and there's other strands of it as well too. But yeah, other than that, we're finna get into this and see what else she got to say about this. I hope y'all been keeping up with these videos. If you are a supporter or a subscriber to my channel, if you haven't, you can go back and watch the other 2 videos. But we're finna get into this right here. This is for those who already know what's going on or just want to hear what she got to say about it after I just told y'all what was said. Make sure I hit the like button, man, because I'm dropping consistent content. And yeah, man, we're finna talk about this. Make sure you know your status, wrap it up, and stop popping that cat and throwing that cat around on people that you don't know. And men do the same thing. Put that thing down sometimes, because you ain't got to go out here and get everything that you want, because you're going to end up getting into a situation that you can't get out of. So yeah, but let's get into this and see what she got to say. This is Academics and Aiden Ross and the young lady as well. Let's go.
What do you think, bro?
Academics keep it real.
I'm gonna be honest.
I ain't seen this part.
So, and this I was calling you way earlier when I initially said I wanted to be a part of this. I felt like I knew what his angle was gonna be, and I think he's doing the angle. Hey, listen, the girl that came out and said this, I don't know if she thought about it. I don't know if this is Danae joining now, but she had to realize the dude is not gonna come on here and be like, "Yo, yeah, of course I gave it to her." If anything, he was gonna be like, "Yeah, that nasty order from somebody else, I might be a victim." So again, you know, and this was the only part I wanted to ask. I'm not a journalist in that sense, but I asked some question because I think he was going to spin the public with them not knowing about like HSV2 in the sense of, yeah, you could seemingly not have it, but have it. You get what I'm saying? And he came on here saying that he had a 2023 test, but he's talking about HSV1, right? And he's like, well, you know, everybody got like a cold sore. No, we're talking about genital herpes here. So correct. HSV2 and HSV2. Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, Danae, how are you?
I'm actually more than great now, actually. Thank you guys so much for giving him a platform to do this. I really am so grateful. You guys don't understand how much this has helped me with my situation. So I just want to express admiration. I know academics, you may not like OnlyFans models, but you are doing an amazing thing for us. I don't want to cry. I don't want to get emotional on here. I just want to state facts.
Okay.
than else.
100%. And again, it only makes sense to have you on. I obviously want to hear both sides. And, I don't know, were you being sarcastic by saying thank you to platforming him, or are you actually being serious?
No, I'm being so serious.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of girls that have been in the same circumstances as me, and they just haven't conjured up the confidence. They didn't have the people around them to tell them, like, listen, it's okay that you went through this. And I was blessed enough to be in that predicament where my mother was like, listen, I'm behind you full-fledged. I have friends that are behind me 100% waiting to drop videos and proof and everything like that. So it's just like, I literally can't express my gratitude enough. You guys, yeah.
So talk us through talk us through exactly everything. Let's go from the beginning. I want to know because obviously, tomorrow his results come out and, yeah. So I want to know, from the jump, exactly, if you don't mind telling the story. For everyone that doesn't know, go ahead.
Sheila starts smiling.
So as far as the story with Gucci goes, basically, as many people know, Deshae Frost gave me the opportunity to go on his show, and there I broadcasted my personality. I made a name for myself through what we did on the stream and everything like that. And can I clear up this speculation real quick about Deshae? So me and Deshae did have sex, protected while we were on his show in November of 2023. I contracted HSV2 February 10th, 2024. I did not know that I had it until late March. I cannot give you the exact date yet. I have to go to Piedmont Urgent Care and get that exact date so I can have that exact receipt for you. Right? The last time me and him had vaginal sex was November of 2023. So he does not have HSV.
You said vaginal sex. Did you guys later on have oral sex?
Yes.
Okay. And when did you guys have oral sex?
June.
Okay. A few months ago.
Okay. Man, so again, there's gonna be a lot of sex education. That's kind of have to be given to the mass audience who just don't know. There's a lot of taboo stuff. So you said you contracted it from your knowledge in February. How could you prove, or how would you be able to prove when you contracted it? Because from my understanding of that virus is that someone may have it for a unlimited amount of time, but might only know once they have an outbreak. So how did you know that you contracted it at that time, as opposed to maybe you had it all along and the symptoms presented itself at that time that you then went to the urgent care and got tested?
Good job, academic.
Okay.
This shit.
So with collaborating with Gucci was the first person I've ever seen an active lesion on, or a lesion ever in my life, with a sexual partner that I've engaged with. A friend of mine, whenever I was in high school, contracted HSV, and I saw her lesions, but it looked nothing like his. It was brand new. It was not a healed sore or nothing. He was the first person I've ever had sex with that I saw something like that with.
That ball was on fire.
Not only that, a few days, my first time that I ever experienced any kind of irritant was 5 days after I first had sex with Gucci. On February 15th, I thought that I split open my because whenever we were having sex, I couldn't finish because it hurt so bad. I literally thought that I split it open. It started bleeding and everything. I was so dry whenever everything happened. It literally was so confusing to me. And by then, I had already asked him what it was on his penis. No, I did not ask him the first time we had sex what it was on him. But it was his job as a person who knows, and I don't care what you say, Gucci, respectfully, you know that you lie. You have ran yourself in circles on this stream all night.
Could we go through that portion? Because he said you were aware of the open sore or cut or lesion. He said he had told you that, and you had said, I watched some of your videos, you said that he had told you that he nicked himself while shaving his shaft. And he came on the stream to say, after that, because y'all filmed 5 scenes, and you could confirm or deny any of these things I'm saying, but I'm just stating what he said. He said maybe while you were giving him fellatio, your teeth worsened the open cut that made it appear like that on the last video. What's your response to all that, man?
My response is that did not say anything about his lesion or his sore whenever we first engaged in sexual contact.
At all?
It wasn't at all. It wasn't until February 14th.
Did you notice it?
Did
you notice it?
Huh?
Did you notice?
I did. Yes, I did see it. My thought process whenever I was coming into it was this was my first professional collab. The collaborations I had prior were all romantic partners that I was comfortable enough to have sex with on camera. He was the first person that I ever had sex with that I did not know prior. And not only that, he was somebody that I was watching online and that I was fantasizing over for the longest. So whenever I got there, I assumed that it was a safe space.
What did you think it was? Because you did see it. So what did you think that it was?
I honestly, whenever I was going into it, I really didn't think much of it. It wasn't. So what's crazy is the reason what made me ask is because I don't know if I can show the videos anymore, right? But it changed. What it was the first day that I met him turned into 3 different things. I didn't know what it was, what that was on his. At first, it was just one little circle, and you can see in the pictures that I posted in that black outfit, you can see that the lesion looked like one little scab. If you scroll over with me in the picture,
hell no, I don't give a damn if it's a scab or anything that ain't just skin, any type of opening. Hell nah, get the hell away from me. Like I told y'all in the other video, if I see somebody trying to put some cat in my face with some lesions on, I'm gonna pinch it and twist it. What the hell you trying to hurt me up in here? You know what I'm saying? Get the hell up out of here with this. You feel me? That's how you supposed to be. I'm gonna pinch it and twist that motherfucker so hard. You trying to harm me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she should have got up and left. But like I said, a lot of people don't be really in tune with what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people find out things too late. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that, you got to hold yourself accountable, which she has done. I love the fact that she's held herself accountable from beginning to the end. And it is his responsibility, but you got to realize and understand that we are adults, and it's your responsibility as well. He is in the wrong 100 million%. But you held yourself accountable, but I do feel like that, what you see in certain things, you should have got the hell up. I don't give a damn how much I like you or none of that. Let me see that thing sitting over there looking crazy. I'm getting the hell up out of there. That thing look like a bite. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah. Let's get back to the video. Like I said, bro, if you pay attention to all these OnlyFans people and all these people who do these scenes and do collaborations and stuff, it don't be no condoms nowhere. And if it is, it's just halfway on, or it's just on for a short period of time. The only plastic that really be in these rooms, like I said before, is the trash can. That's the only plastic that you're going to see in these rooms, man. People be in there boning raw, having 6-on-6, 7-on-7s, football team against football teams and everything in the rooms, bro, with no condom. Ain't no way in the hell. Let's get back into it, though.
Just, that was the day, February 14th, the day that I asked. You can see that the lesion turned into 3 separate placements.
Shit.
I have to...
Just asking for clarification. So, when I was listening to him, and maybe I don't know if Aiden got a different, conception of what he was saying. So this, you said y'all filmed several times. I thought it was the same day. You're saying this was over several days.
Yes,
How many?
I filmed with you.
You were transforming.
The first day we filmed 3 sets. 3 sets. So it was the one that went mega viral with the tan and blue outfit. And then we filmed the black set with the black and the fishnets. And then we filmed another set in the same B&B with red. We filmed 3 sets that day. That day he invited me to fly out to Houston and spend the week with him. And I agreed. Okay. I packed up my bags, I packed up my Airbnb, and I literally flew out there. And there we filmed 2 sets. 3 actually. One was one in the red set, another one was while I had a pink dress on, and the other one was a threesome while we were drunk.
And it was in Houston that you said, hey, your penis looked like this the first night, but now you're noticing some difference. That's the reason, right?
That's not exactly what I said, no. Okay. That's not how it went. I literally, whenever I was laying there, I noticed, because over time, I noticed that he was like messing with himself. Right? I noticed that he would like put his hand down there. Now I know he was itching it.
So you saw him itch it. You saw him start to itch it.
I saw him put his hand down there and fix himself, and now I know that that's a discreet way to scratch your herpes sore. So I asked him, I was like, hey, what is that on your? I didn't say, oh, it changed over time. No, I just said, what is that on your? He said, oh, I cut myself while shaving. He said, oh, that's crazy. But Aiden, I completely believe you whenever you say that you get hair on. I had an ex that had hair on his. So whenever I heard him, I was like, no, I've met a man that had hair on his before. And I know it's very rare because I've had sexual partners, numerous sexual partners in the past. There's only one man that I came in contact with that had that, but it's still possible. And you guys can get a doctor to come on here and talk about it.
That's why you were kind of like not really like freaking out because you thought, oh wow, maybe that's just what it was. I understand.
The biggest porn stars in the game.
So you're thinking like, oh, there's no way because he's one of the biggest porn stars in the game. There's no way he could have that. Got it.
I'm 19 years old. This is my first collaboration. I didn't even know that I was supposed to go to talent testing or clear. Bianca Blue, actually, the person that you brought up here, I actually had a conversation with her a little bit afterwards. I would have to check what date it was, but I already told her that he had herpes. She was there the night before I linked up with him. If we compare dates, she was there the night before. If not, she was there 2 nights before. But she was in that range.
Wait.
She was there. And
do you believe he had sex with her during that time?
He had sex with her while he had that outbreak, but she didn't see it. She told me herself she didn't see it. Okay. Even whenever we spoke about it. And I showed her the videos. She actually saw more videos than the rest of the world saw. She was like, oh my gosh. What the fuck? She even confirmed to me, yeah, that looks like herpes. That's why she's not going to sit up here and say, I don't think he has herpes. She's not going to say that. She's not going to corroborate his story because she knows what I told her back whenever I was still devastated about what happened to me.
Do you think she got paid off, or do you think she's just keeping her mouth shut for a specific reason? Why would she say otherwise?
I have no idea. I don't know this girl from really a can of paint. This was just somebody that I wanted to let aware because she was a collaboration of his. After I caught HSV, I actually reached out to numerous porn stars. I met some porn stars in person, like on a whim, randomly, and I told them my story. This story was not necessarily a secret amongst the community, especially if I came across you and I came in contact with you, I did tell. I told as many people as I could. It just didn't get far enough.
Got it. Hey, I have a theory, and I'm gonna parlay it into a question. So, if what you're saying is right, and even about this Bianca Blue girl who was just on here, and she might have been exposed to it. Who knows if she did contract the virus, or who knows if she had the virus already? Because we all know how the virus presents itself. I think the question here also becomes, because I have a theory that there's, and that's why I asked him. I said, how many people you think are in this industry, especially of OnlyFans, that you think might have the virus, that might just be selected to say, hey, okay, Danae wants to shoot with me. I'm having an outbreak. I'm gonna just tell her next week when I'm good, or 2 weeks, whatever the timing is. I feel like you're the most vocal person that's out it, and here's the question: why did you out it? And do you think that there are people that are being silent because there's almost a scarlet letter on you right now, while other people are like, yeah, he gave me the joint too, but I'm gonna keep it low because I'm still gonna be able to work. Now, when people think of you, they instantly think of that.
Mm-hmm. So basically, it was built up over time. Whenever I first contracted the virus, I really did want to speak out, but because of the people around me, the people I was messing with and everything like that, they didn't want, like what's going on right now, they didn't want the world to think they had herpes too, because I had herpes. So I was really saving other people's asses that I was around. And also, I was also way too afraid to just come out because OnlyFans is my main source of income.
Okay, now, that's what's wrong with a lot of situations right now. People shame you so much for every single thing. That's why you never get the truth about a lot of different things. But, I mean, some people should be shamed for certain instances, but like a mistake that you made, I don't feel like you should be ashamed. Now, if you figure out about your mistake and you continue to do the same things, you know what I'm saying? Or if you are out here doing weirdo shit after figuring certain things out, then you should be shamed, in my personal opinion. But to spread awareness is something that I think a lot of people should do. There's no reason to hide or lie about anything. But so many people are so promiscuous these days to the point where they don't know what's up. And then when they do actually catch on to anything, they try to blame the very last person when they could have got this shit 7 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of be kind of iffy about people when they say certain things, because you really just never know. That's why I said academics did a good job by actually saying, how do you know that he actually gave it to you, basically what he said. Now, it's kind of obvious that Cuz had something going on, but we really just don't know what's up with her. I'm not saying that she had anything beforehand. Like I said before, everything is allegedly. I'm just speaking the truth right now. I got to keep it real and unbiased. But I do want to say that when it's a situation pertaining your health, take that shit seriously. Understand and realize the prettiest faces, or handsome, however you want to put it, they be having shit going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? They really do. So you got to make sure that you understand that. People keep on blaming men. Man, quit this shit. There's women that's out here on fire, cat burning up from the inside out, and they passing this stuff a lot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stop blaming men. It's men and women. And I say boys and girls, because men and women don't move like that. They're going to let certain things be known. But you will go to jail for passing shit on. So pay attention and realize and understand that, bro. Put that cat down somewhere and put that thing down somewhere if you know you got something. Because you could lose your life or your freedom or both. You can go to jail, get out, then they still get your ass. So yeah, understand that. Let's go. Let's get back into it.
I am the breadwinner in my family. Even at 19, 20 years old, I was still the breadwinner in my family. My mom was being assisted and everything like that. I didn't just feel comfortable going out and saying, oh yeah, I had herpes. Victims of sexual assault, victims of things like this don't just come out blatantly immediately. Even then, even if I wanted to, didn't mean that I was going to go and do it. So it was just something in my heart that I knew that I wanted to do.
So you speaking up now, what's changed, right? Obviously, the whole world is. You're not, by the way. I want to let you know it's very. I'm gonna let you speak on what you want to speak on. Actually, no, matter of fact, I'll hold my thought. You tell me what you're just about to say. Go ahead.
Okay, so about a month ago, the only other man that I publicly had unprotected sex with after I caught herpes, at Touch Money V, he does not have herpes either. He called me and he was like, I need to let you know something that's been weighing on me. There's another girl saying that Gucci gave her herpes, but she's not going to come out and say it. It's this white girl, and I don't necessarily want to say her name. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy, because that is her story and what she wants to tell. But there were rumors that he already gave somebody else herpes, right? And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I was right, because whenever I first caught it, I was like, what if he's doing it to a ton of people? And then after that, he had a collaboration that I noticed, and she's some porn star's baby mother or something like that. And I noticed that she quit OnlyFans after working with him. That's another thing that I noticed. And then he posted a collaboration with a girl that I was mutually associated with online. She was another girl that I was afraid possibly got exposed to HSV to. And at that time, it was to the point where it's like, I felt like if I found out another girl caught it after me, it would destroy me. And if I'm being honest, it has happened. And there are people that they know that it was him. But as far as their careers, they're not willing to jeopardize their reputation. They're not willing to change their career right now. They don't want the hate that's going on, because I'm sure everybody is watching what's going on, how people are talking about me and my situation. These girls don't want to be publicly humiliated. There are other women that are too afraid to speak up. And eventually, after this live stream, I have a really good feeling that they might come out and say what they need to say. But that's basically why.
Real quick, how many girls would you say that have associated themselves with Gucci that you think may have it?
That I think, or that I know so far?
That you know so far.
Both.
Well, allegedly no, whatever, because I don't necessarily know if these girls are completely telling the truth, but I do believe them. Right now, I have 3 people confirmed that are telling me that they got it from him and tested positive after they collabed with him, all of which are on the fence about pressing charges.
But
I want to say something.
I don't get why would you be on the fence about that if that's true. If you give me something Now, some people just have common courtesy. They want to make sure that you can flourish in life and certain things like that. Cool, understandable. But if you're willing to tell another person about this, that's gonna tell other people about this potentially, like, what the hell are you shy for? What are you on the fence about? I think that I'm not gonna say this is true, but I honestly feel like that they are on the fence about it because they don't know if they've been having this shit they damn self. It's probably hard for them to plead their case how they would like to present this shit. You feel me? How she's talking about doing that's a different way of moving. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like she did this with, I can't say intention, but she knew what she wanted to do after she seen that shit on him. Because a lot of people ain't trying to get you locked up and send you to jail, especially if that's your main income. For her to actually mention that says a lot. And so I seen a lot of people saying that she was like mad at him for messing with other women, or they probably had an intimate relationship and that's why she's exposing them now. Whatever the case may be, I still feel like you should have kept it real from the beginning. And if you got an open sore on you, why would you still have sex? Like, why not sit down? Let yourself heal, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm tripping. I don't give a damn if that's your income or what. Put it down. What the hell you doing? A lot of people get certain things and want to pass it out to everybody, so that's why it happens. I'm not saying this what's up with him until we see the results now. But if he knew about this beforehand and she report this, his ass going to jail. Let's get back into it, though.
And I want to show something real quick. Just because he did try to just say that weird stuff about, oh yeah, she probably gave it to me. So I'm going to go on my cross diagnostics. Mind you, I did not know about talent testing or clear whenever this happened. So I'm going to log in because this man, for some reason, didn't want to show himself logging in. Little reminder, if you go on Twitter, you'll see that he was known whenever his name was Mandingo Gucci for faking his test results. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. Your research on him, but watch, it's signing in. Give me a second. But I will show you that March 1st, 2024, I was still negative for HSV2 and HSV1.
And then what was the date that you tested positive for it?
I can't tell you yet. As soon as I call, because I will call the place. I did not get an actual. Okay. I didn't get on here. I got a phone call that I tested positive for it.
Okay.
It's not working. Hold on, give me a second. It's literally loading.
Sure.
I don't know what this is being crazy. But
someone said, can you ask about the Melt situation? Did you? Because I know who Melt is. Is that somebody that you had sex with, not knowing that you had HSV2, or what happened with Melt?
Well, respectfully, I really didn't want to talk about that man because he is clout chasing. He's actually started to burn a lot of bridges with people in the industry for some reason.
Okay.
I'm not really sure why.
So I wanted to, you
hold on. She got it right here. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna scroll to 3-1.
Before we see it. Yep.
View.
Okay.
Wait a second. So I want you to see hepatitis B. So we're gonna go to HSV1 and 2. I was still negative.
Got it.
For both.
Got it.
2024. Gucci, if you get that positive result tomorrow, you did not get it from me, boo. Respectfully.
How much do you trust that he's going to his private physician rather than one of these industry standards? He said he's going to a private phishizician, so he's going to have to share his results rather than
academics ain't playing
that can be verified, or something that's more industry standard. What's your thoughts about that?
My thoughts is he's been literally documented as a liar. Like, there are numerous accounts saying that he's lied to people's faces, so I don't trust him in the slightest bit. Not a word that this man says anymore I will ever believe unless I, one, have proof from not only him, but a third party that has nothing to do with his personal life. Nothing. That is the only time I will believe that anything that comes out of his mouth.
Danae, are you going to continue to be doing OnlyFans and content like that, to that matter? Are you going to continue to do so even though you tested positive for HSV2? I just want to know, what does the future look like for you?
So as far as collaborations, I've stopped for months. The last collaboration that I had was with Touch Money V a couple months ago. I think it was about 3 months ago. I have not done an actual sexual collaboration in a couple months. I do not plan on continuing collabs. I do plan on keeping my OnlyFans up and I may drop content if I choose to, but that is now something that I do want to leave behind because it has caused some trauma in my life. And I also...
Can I ask you about that last collab? You said the last collab with Touch Money V.
Yeah, I want to know too.
After you reportedly contracted the virus. Were you upfront with him and saying, "Hey, listen, I got this," or did you not know yet? And he was okay with it.
I was completely aware that I had HSV, and not only that, I was telling people. By the time that I came in contact with Touch Money V, he was already mutual friends with people who were talking about it in front of him that I caught HSV too from Gucci. So he hit me up in my DM, texted me, telling me that he wanted to collab with me, and he was like, "But I have a couple questions." I didn't even tell him about my HSV2 diagnosis. He asked me, "Hey, I heard this. Is this true?" And I told him yes. And then afterwards, he still decided like he wanted to still collaborate. He was completely aware. I even told him to make himself completely comfortable because he was in his head at the time. He even called his doctor himself, and his doctor told him that if she doesn't have an outbreak or is about to get an outbreak, the chances of you catching HSV2 is low. It's actually down to 10%. Even if if it's a viral shedding episode, it is still low at 10%.
Okay, my thing about that is, if you that nervous and concerned, why go through with it? Why call your doctor and all this and all of that? Cause why? I don't get it. Cause now I don't give a damn what nobody say. You know, it's a potential that you can pass it on to someone else. Now, if that's what somebody chooses to do with their life, they understand and realize that you do have something they want to mess with you. More power to y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy that, you know, you went through all of those steps to verify this and that when somebody told you clearly what's going on. So why not just go ahead and move forward? He wanted that cat bad, boy. He wanted that bad, boy. He wanted that. And I do feel like that if that's what he want, he can do what the hell he want to do. But you need to let everybody know beforehand that you came into contact with somebody who potentially had it. Which we know that ain't gonna happen, but with her saying this right now, and I'm pretty sure this is viral in multiple places, y'all already know I don't be trying to be the first one to do certain shit, but it's probably already out there. But yeah, like your business is out there now, cuz, and people gonna be scared, but a lot of people not gonna be scared because they got this shit anyway. You feel me? Let's get back into it.
Gotcha. Well, I gotta have one question here. What is the situation regarding the Matt situation? Who's Matt, and what's the situation regarding Matt?
Who's Matt?
So much plug types. Something about he ate your ass.
Oh, we're talking about Matt. Okay. Literally, he literally ate my ass in January or February before I collabed with Gucci. I never had sex with Melt again. I never even seen Melt again after I freaking collabed with Gucci. He is completely in the clear of HSV. He's literally just talking about how I got karma for telling people that he ate my ass. I have the girl that you guys were also addressing earlier about her being a content creator, or he said that it was a collaboration. She's calling me right now. Can I answer?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so basically I'm on stream right now. Do you want to defend yourself or do you want to say anything? They can hear you, just a warning.
They don't know who I am, though, right?
No, I'm not they only know your abbreviation.
They don't do no good though. This
Okay,
can be anybody.
I mean, I was with him like last year, and I guess he got mad at me about something, so he just now decided to release the video. And he told me, "I'm gonna send you the video. If you don't want it released, I'm not gonna release it." So a few months later is when he decided to release the video, and it went viral. I cried, "Oh, release the video, take it down." He published it. I guess he sold it to some type of porn site, and it went viral from there. And I begged him for months to take the video down. "Oh, you gotta talk to my management team. You gotta talk to them." He kept dubbing me and pushing me off for months. So long story short, I was just like, "All right, I'm gonna get my lawyer involved." So he was just like, "Oh, I don't have time to deal with that. I'll take it down." He never took the video down until the other day. And then I told him, like, "Bro, I am pregnant. I can't be dealing with none of this shit that you're talking about." Like, block my number. I go to the doctor every 2 weeks because I'm pregnant, and they taking my blood, they taking all my urine samples, they did anal swabs, they did vaginal swabs. Nothing came back, but it's just why you ignore me.
Wow.
Yeah, they heard everything.
Hey, Danae, you said something on Twitter, so I want to ask how you rationalize it, right? Because Gucci says she might be a victim, she's not my victim. That's his statement. What you did say is that you are a victim, but you also said that you said it was your fault, and I think some people might be having a hard time rationalizing what that means. If you're a victim, how could it be your fault, right? So how do you look at the entire situation, in the aftermath?
So I live my life trying to hold myself accountable in every situation that I'm in, whether or not I am the main problem or I'm the smallest problem. So I was always taught that, especially whenever I was young. I grew up around dysfunctional people. So you learn how to break generational curses as you get older. And so I can completely understand that I should have known as an OF creator and a quote unquote baby star what a herpes sore or a dried up herpes sore looks like, not to collaborate with somebody unless you get their full panel results. I completely understand that, but not only were me and Gucci collaborating, he also was speaking to me in a romantic manner and he was making romantic gestures. So
did you get his name tatted? I seen a video
it did, covered now.
Were you guys that much involved that you got his name tatted though? Because how old are you? How old are you?
I was 19 at the time. I'm 20 now.
Okay.
I turned 20 in March.
So if you tatted his name, you like this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were like
at first or something. That's what I said.
Very sweet guy. I got his name tatted 4 days into knowing him, and I know everybody's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Was the dick that good? Like I know. Obviously, it's
Academics, you know you here, boy.
Bro, hold on, you're a grown ass man asking if another is good.
No, because I gotta ask her why did she get his name tatted 4 days into meeting him.
If she liked them, they liked each other a lot.
It's not even just that.
That's not normal.
It's not normal, but I am not in a normal predicament. It was also content. He was telling me that he was going to be my content partner. He was telling me that we were going to keep consistently making content. This meeting was not, oh yeah, let's just collab and then part ways. No, the reason why I was in Houston, the reason why I was spending time in Houston was because he was going to become one of my he was going to be my romantic partner. This was not just collaborate.
See, that's what people was talking about. I didn't know this, that they were in some type of situation, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like now that I'm hearing this, I do feel like she kind of exposed him because of a letdown somewhere or a lie. And that's where a lot of people do, lose it. Lying to women, lying to men. Quit lying. Tell the truth. You never know where you can get just by telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? If somebody don't want to rock with you, that's they lost. That's how I feel. Now, if you out here passing shit around doing all that, then they didn't lose nothing. But you get what I'm saying when I say what I say. But yeah, I feel like that, this is why it all happened. He ended up lying to her, finessing her, playing her, doing whatever he did. Probably was feeling good, boning. And people get to telling lies when they messing around and shit. And she probably fell for it if she young and everything. But yeah, I do understand what people are saying now, that she tried to expose him after a bad relationship or whatever the case may be, because she basically saying it now. And academics peeping that out. He knowing his shit. Let's get back into it.
And so I got it even right here. The placement is kind of ironic because while we're doing content, they're gonna see, oh yeah, this is his.
Bro, I get it. Yeah, basically, while she's sucking, it's gonna be like right here.
Calm down, hold on. Wait, so again, I'm gonna ask a few devil advocate questions just because in situations like this you'll have people thinking like this, right? So someone might say, well, maybe you and him fell out. And now you're just blaming anything you've contracted on him. Did you cover the tattoo after you found out, or did you guys fall out before? Because you clearly covered it, and you're just bringing your story to light now. So what happened? So you went there. I guess he sold you a dream. You guys having sex. He's and I've heard this theory also said, right? They were like, hey, she's 19 and probably ignored safeguards because of you know, the collab potential and what it could do for her career. Do you think that's true or no?
I know that's not true.
Okay.
I know that in the moment I just wasn't thinking, and also I would have expected somebody with herpes, especially in this field, to disclose their herpes diagnosis. And on top of that, with people thinking that I just said it was because I was mad, me and him stopped talking right before I found out that I had herpes. My gut was telling me to get away from this man, not only because of my health situation, but it was also this man did not make me feel safe.
What does that mean?
So,
if you could explain, sorry.
So it has been documented that this man has a tendency to be aggressive.
Has he hit you or pushed you or shoved you or anything like that?
It's not hit me, but he did grab my hair and scream in my face that I don't know who I'm messing with. I can even have my friend vouch for me. I had to call my friend in the middle of the debate, or the altercation, even though I was frozen. He was screaming at me, he was drunk, he was mad. Stuff happened that night that I don't necessarily want to get into because I would be bringing another person that does not need to be named in the situation. But my friend heard him threatening my life.
And yeah, I have a question for you. Sorry, Danae. Someone asked me to ask you about, there's a threesome that you guys had. Who is the other person involved in that threesome?
Respectfully, I don't want to talk about it because the girl no longer does content and the girl does not need to be addressed. I mean, me and her did have an altercation, and that's all I'm going to leave it at, is that tensions were high that night.
Gotcha. Okay.
I watched you on the 20v1. They said you were known, which, you know, again, I'm playing devil's advocate here. They said you're known to beat up. They said that's what they said about you. And matter of fact, you kind of, I want to shout the YouTuber Sean something. I don't know if that was an old or new thing, but they said you were known to be aggressive yourself. So, you know, you look nice and sweet here, but like maybe you're aggressive as well.
I can definitely say that I have developed a name for myself for being able to fight, yes, but I only get in altercations, physical altercations, whenever I feel like I am unsafe.
Okay.
Whenever somebody threatens me, I can take it there, but I'd rather not. I'd rather talk it out. But if things get physical, just know that it is not just, oh, I'm trying to be an aggressor, I'm being the aggressor. No. I'm pretty sure if everything didn't happen and things went well with the Gucci situation, his roommates could even vouch that anything that happened that night was because everything got out of hand as far as the other two in the threesome. And I was in the middle.
Jealousy?
And just went off. I don't really want to talk about this situation.
Okay. Could you just give us like a broad timeline, because things seem to be unraveling really quickly. So you meet the guy, do a scene, he convinces you to come to Houston, you go to Houston with him pretty much the next day, do a couple more scenes, 4 days later you get his name tatted. When do you guys stop dealing with each other?
Yeah, like the absolute day, the last time that you guys actually.
Yeah, because it seems like you guys have not been messing around for more than like 30 days. It felt like this was like maybe a 2-week thing, right? My trip?
Oh, that's not the case. No, it was about a month.
Okay.
What's it called? So basically, we officially stopped talking March 22nd, the day before my birthday. I started getting nightmares, and I started feeling really uneasy about this man. I like to say that I'm very spiritual, so if something puts me off and turns me off, I'm kind of off. So me and him were kind of like going back and forth, not really talking up until that day and everything like that. And then my last message to him before I texted him basically after I found out, was never contact me again.
Okay.
On March 2nd.
And then, hold on, what did you put under the net? You'll never. Sorry, under that you put something. What'd you put?
I don't know if I'm supposed to read that. Well, I said, you will reap what you sow, you know what you did, and one day God will handle you. You knew I wouldn't find out till later. I wonder how many others there were. You're sick and don't deserve your name. because his name means God is worthy to be praised. All who chose him. So
Hold on. Gucci third leg means what?
Come on, cuz.
Wait, hold on. What?
That's what he told me the definition of his name is. I did meet another Nigerian man that told me that that's not what it meant, but it does still have relation to God. But basically, I said like, oh, my collab. The only other man I had sex with raw too is calling me. Can I answer?
Yes.
That's the only other man. Well, collab that I had sex with raw. Can you turn off the live stream in the background, please?
Hey, you still on? Wait, hello?
Yeah, I'm still on stream. You're actually they're all listening to you right now. You want to say something?
Wait. Because people call and telling me that you saying something about me on stream, like worried.
I'm saying that you don't have herpes. I'm clearing your name up.
Somebody said something about a white girl. What is that?
Okay, so you remember whenever we were on FaceTime that day and you told me that you heard that a white girl was going around saying that he gave her herpes?
Oh, okay. That gets scary because I never did anything else. Which I didn't even. Yeah, more to the story. The girl was yeah, he gave it to her spring break in Miami. But my homeboy, he tripping. He said some other shit. He said, the white bitch with herpes. So I was like, but he said, you telling live stream that. So I'm like, whoa, wait.
Yeah, well,
that's not true. But,
well, thanks for having me out, love.
Okay. But yeah, end of that. There you go.
My boy Colin trying to check something, ain't he? You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's too much going on with these situations. Everybody need to go ahead and move forward with their life and quit doing these type of acts to make the money. It ain't worth it. Too many people are interacting with other people. You never know what people got going on outside of you and your collab. They can be having fetishes to the point where they want to pay everybody. They want to pay women. They want to pay men. You know, I seen one dude that was doing the OnlyFans stuff. Y'all done heard of Cuz before. I forgot his name. Jimmy? That's his name? Something like that. But yeah, Cuz even started messing with dudes and all type of different shit. Said he just want to try something. It's just too much going on, man. People need to go ahead and be truthful with what they got going on. If you like men, say you like men. If you like women, say you like women. If you got something, tell people. Let people know what's up, bro. All that lying and shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. You feel me? But let's get back into it.
Stopped talking March 22nd, the day before my birthday. I started getting nightmares and I started feeling really uneasy about this man. I like to say that I'm very spiritual, so if something puts me off and turns me off, I'm kind of off. So me and him were kind of like going back and forth, not really talking up until that day and everything like that. And then my last message to him before I texted him basically after I found out, was never contact me again.
Okay.
On March 22nd.
And then hold on, what did you put under the net? You'll never. Sorry, under that you put something. What'd you put?
I don't know if I'm supposed to read that. Well, I said you will reap what you sow. You know what you did, and one day God will handle you. You knew I wouldn't find out till later. I wonder how many others there were. You're sick and don't deserve your name, because his name means God is worthy to be praised. Aluatosin. So
hold on. Gucci third leg means what? Wait, hold on. What?
That's what he told me the definition of his name is. I did meet another Nigerian man that told me that that's not what it meant, but it does still have relation to God. But basically I said like, oh, my collab, the only other man I had sex with raw too is calling me. Can I answer?
Yes.
Not the only other man, well, collab that I had sex with raw. Can you turn off the live stream in the background, please?
Hey, you still on? Wait, hello?
Yeah, I'm still on stream. You're actually they're all listening to you right now. You want to say something?
Wait. Because people call and telling me that you saying something about me on stream, like worried.
I'm saying that you don't have herpes. I'm clearing your name, love.
Somebody said something about a white girl. What is that?
Okay, so you remember whenever we were on FaceTime that day and you told me that you heard that a white girl was going around saying that he gave her herpes?
Oh, okay. That gets scary because whoa, I never like did anything else. With like I didn't even. Yeah, more of the story. The girl was like, yeah, he gave it to her spring break in Miami. But my homeboy, he tripping. He said some other shit. He said the white bitch with herpes. So I was like, but he said you telling live stream that. So I'm like, whoa, wait.
Yeah, well,
That's not true. But
well, thanks for helping me out, love.
Okay. But yeah, handle that.
All right.
There you go.
So yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna ask another. Again, I know you also probably have the OnlyFans community who are probably tuned in for this. So I don't want them to think that I'm like, trying to ask questions to fuck you up. But I want to ask questions that that you're not gonna see responses to this on Twitter. That you can just address it here. Some people are gonna be like, okay, why go to the internet rather than go to the cops? Like, because obviously, if you are infected with something and you're intentionally spreading it, and you're not disclosing it to people, that could be a crime, right? And you mentioned other people are thinking about pressing charges. Why didn't you choose that route?
Okay, so I had people in my ear scaring me, telling me that it's not going to work. You're not going to be able to charge him. And I'm not worried about having this be a civil case. I don't want his money. I couldn't care less how much money he made off of me or any other girls. I want this man registered as a sex offender. I want this man in jail. What he's done to multiple women, allegedly, and what he has done definitely to me, deserves to be in jail. And I honestly have seen the justice system fail people time and time again. It's like this case with the guy that got prosecuted and murdered for a murder he didn't even commit. I know that there was a large risk that I didn't have enough. All I had was the videos of his outbreaks. All I had was the negative result on March 1st. But as far as the other stuff, I wasn't sure that I would win. But
did you talk to the police though? Or at least try to contact them?
No.
Are you thinking about doing that or no?
Yes, for sure. For sure, especially after this live stream. Especially after this one.
What do you think he was gonna say tonight? Because obviously this was the first time he was gonna speak. Do you think in any part of your mind, did you think he was gonna admit it, maybe issue an apology, or do you think he was gonna kind of like gaslight and just be like, "Yo, he a victim, not my victim"? You thought it was
well, that was even. I'm not gonna lie. He surprised the freak out of me. I'm not going to hold you. As far as saying that he has HSV1 but not HSV2, oh, you are creative. What else? Him saying that I'm not his victim rubs me a bit weird. I didn't expect him to really name drop or really address me at all. I thought he was going to address the things like the rape allegations that are pinned against him, the allegations of him faking his test results, all that other stuff. I didn't think that he was actually going to talk about me because he knows what he did. But
do you think he ruined your life?
No. As far as ruined it, he did drastically change my life. He did cause a lot of trauma, a lot of emotional instability, and a lot of things going on. But I personally don't feel like anybody's life can be ruined from having herpes. Herpes is definitely lifelong.
I only asked that because I watched the videos of you being so emotional and crying, and I watched your vlog, and I was just like, again, I feel like there's maybe other women who are, for whatever they're thinking about their career, they're like, oh, I'm going to be quiet. And for you, just emotionally, you couldn't be quiet because you felt it was affecting you just mentally and maybe even physically as well, that you felt you had to speak out. So I was wondering where you were.
It definitely affected me drastically. It has changed my life. I won't say he ruined my life, primarily because it has taught me to be more healthy. It's taught me to establish more boundaries in my life. It has taught me to be more safe. It has made me get more educated on several different STDs. And I honestly believe that whenever you contract a virus like this or any virus, you can literally free yourself from burdens, mental burdens, physical burdens by just having optimism. And I feel like now that I have optimism, I don't feel like he ruined my life. Did I feel like he ruined my life whenever it first happened? Yes.
Is this the first
now?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. No, I was gonna ask. Was this the first STD you've ever contracted?
No.
Okay. But the first incurable one.
Yes.
Okay. What did you think about him saying that he quits? He says after his tests come back, he's putting his jersey into the rafters and he's quitting the porn or OnlyFans game. And he says he might even delete his channel. So, I'm guessing he has videos with you and him. He might delete those. I don't know if that'll give you some type of mental peace.
So, y'all don't think it's a little suspicious? Not fishy at all? This man his career was completely fine before these allegations came out, and then now that things are out about him,
he says he want to focus on promoting a condom.
Quit.
He says he want to focus on promoting a condom.
I thought it was a joke when he told me he was promoting a crypto NFT with condoms. That's the craziest thing. That means he's and look, I'm not fucking trying to, but that's crazy. Like NFT fucking for condom promotion is crazy.
Yo, Aiden, stop playing.
Why are you not like, bro? That's crazy, bro.
Now you want to use condoms? Now you want to promote condoms, babe? Crazy. Hey.
But look, one thing I do think that's a bit sus on Gucci's end, because I haven't made a decision yet. Like, I think like you're coming in here with the facts. I would love to have seen you guys on the same panel together. Tomorrow he wants to do
it too.
Tomorrow he's going to show the results live on stream with me and Ak. I hope that you come and do that tomorrow. I just don't really. I don't know. Ak, what are you thinking?
Listen. This is what I believe, right? I believe that Gucci might have it, but he's in denial that he gave it to her. Right? So, in a way to cope, it's like saying, hey, if I got it, and he probably, one thing, and that's why when I was asking him questions, he wasn't that clear on, even though he said, we get tested every 2 weeks, but then he said, well, I had outdated tests. So he probably didn't know when he contracted it. And I think it's probably a better coping mechanism to be like, well, if you have it, you gave it to me, rather than you've been having it but neglecting your health, so you've been giving it to people, right? And I think the timing of the I quit or I'm retiring, like, come on, bro. This nigga think he's like LeBron, like, you know what I mean? But hey, you know what I mean? I don't think this would have happened if you didn't speak out. And one thing I've realized about the OnlyFans like game is like, it seems more of a hustle more than a profession, because it feels like people are in it for the quick buck, as opposed to realizing that, hey, this is supposed to be a community like the porn community is, at least LA porn community, where like, hey, if half of these chicks, and again, I don't hate OnlyFans models at all, really. It's just that half of these chicks are fucking random rappers and athletes who are fucking everybody, right? It's kind of unsafe. So like something like this is bound to happen. I think you're going to be the poster child and he's going to be the poster child for people to realize that, yeah, for the quick buck you made, you might, like, again, you're 20 years old and you've contracted something that you can never get rid of. You're going to have to be coping with it, right? And, it's put like a microscope on that. It's put a microscope on that industry that hopefully, there's some changes that happen. If you ask me.
And that was literally the intention. I didn't want to hear another person come out and say, yeah, I got herpes from Gucci Third Leg. I got herpes from a porn collab. I feel like just because it is so prevalent in the population does not mean that a porn star should have herpes and not disclose to their partner or their collaboration that they don't have it. Respectfully, I feel like morally, if you have come in contact with any kind of disease, disclosing is the most important thing to do. Let that person know that there's a risk of you contracting something with having sex. But a lot of people aren't comfortable. A lot of people aren't ready for rejection. A lot of people aren't, because I know women and models that have contracted HSV in the porn industry, that it wasn't from Gucci. It was from whenever they first started 6 years ago. 10 years ago, and they just don't know who it was because they might have had a full group scene or they fucked a couple people that day.
I want to ask you a question. for someone that wants to know if they have HSV2 or not, what's the correct way of doing it and also proving to the world that they don't have it?
So honestly, it's none of the world's business. First off, it's none of anybody's business other than the person that you are going to be having sex with. Just to make that clear. But as far as figuring out if you have HSV or herpes in general, honestly, everybody has the gene. Everybody has it in their system. It's just whether or not it's activated. As you can see, whenever I showed my result, there was a number on that green box that I had. It said less than 0.9. That means yes, it's in my system. No, it's not active. No, I cannot give it to anybody. No, I will not receive an outbreak. If you have HSV 1 or 2 and you're not experiencing symptoms, honestly, healthcare providers do not suggest that you go get tested because you could scare yourself. You could scare yourself into thinking that you have something and that you're going to have to deal with something lifelong that will probably never come up and never be contagious ever in your life. As far as getting tested, I feel like you should get tested if you have symptoms. If you have something like an outbreak, if you have discomfort, if you have itchiness, if there are symptoms, go get tested. But if not, I mean, herpes is literally something that isn't life-threatening for real.
So it's overrated, basically.
Of course, the stigma is way too high. People think that you're dirty just because you have herpes. I literally know somebody personally that caught herpes their first body. The first time they ever had sex was the first time they ever contributed, whatever the fuck. I don't know how to say that.
Contracted.
There it is. I do know how to say that, but it just didn't come to mind. Contracted it without having multiple sex partners. It was the first time they were deceived. Things like this is sexual assault. It's sexual violence. It's
if you do decide to keep doing your OnlyFans and keep having sex on OnlyFans, are you? I'm obviously they're gonna know, but I'm saying, are you gonna be using protection now? Are you not gonna be using protection? What does your future content look like?
So my future content is really gonna kind of be solo content. I haven't necessarily been into the whole collaboration. If I do post a porno or anything like that, it's going to be a romantic partner, somebody that I'm actually involved with. Again, after I caught HSV, I started to respect myself more, if I'm being completely honest. I stopped having just random ass sex as often as I would before.
By the way, is that, I don't mean to cut you, but is that also like maybe, you know, for the young girls who are watching you, you said after you caught this STD doing OnlyFans, you started to respect yourself a bit more. Do you think that that's part of, you know, because again, this whole collab thing, and really what I think is that I think if homie got it, he probably was collabing with smaller creators, knowing that maybe I don't have the leverage of saying certain shit or asking him for certain shit, and y'all are just thinking about the collab opportunity, right? So like, yo, that gotta be a bold move to know you got a big ass bump on your shit and be like, yo, we still doing this shit and we filming it in 4K, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of predators go for people that don't have a lot of knowledge, don't have a lot of experience, and go for people that won't necessarily catch on. That's
today. Rob Suno, they say that you had a previous relationship with, I don't know what that is right now. Were you guys having, I don't want to get involved in your guys' private life, but is that somebody that, you know, did you know at the time that you had HSV2 when you were with that person?
He knows that I have HSV, but I don't feel like it's anybody's business whether or not I had sex with him or not.
True, fair enough. Yeah, it's your guys' own relationship. I agree. But he knew.
Does know that I have it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that I've met in person, even if we didn't have a sexual relationship or not, know that I have HSV too. It's not a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, by the way, so, you know, again, Gucci Third Leg, yeah, the name is so crazy. So Gucci Third Leg says he's going to present his results on stream tomorrow. If he is indeed negative, will you give him an apology? And also, by the way, he says he is flirting with the idea of pursuing legal action because you essentially have labeled him as someone that has an STD that's passed it out. You know, I don't know if that's what's nudging him to retire, but he's saying he's contemplating, once his results is in, pursuing some legal action about how you've spoken about him.
I mean, that's fine. If he wants to take legal action, I'm not. Does it look like my hand is shaking? I'm not at all scared of that. He can do whatever he needs to do to prove his case. I won't apologize because I came face to face with exactly what infected me. I'm not. I even if he does come up here with fake results or real results, another thing that I will tell everybody is that if he was on medication for long enough, he could become undetectable after being on medication for a specific amount of time. So I just want everybody to keep that in mind. But
wait, so you're saying that if he were to actually have HSV2 but he was on medication, it won't show up in a blood test?
If he was on medication for a prolonged period of time and he was undergoing treatment to make sure it's undetectable, yes, he could come up with a negative result. That happens. It's the same with HIV. You could be diagnosed with HIV 1 year and then 2 years later it's undetectable.
And how do you do that?
Medication. Treatment.
Medication. Gotcha.
Hey, by the way, does it make, because once all of this happened, and I'm wondering how you feel as a person. Like I really want to know like your reaction to, like I seen one of my friends, Silky, like he's like, yo, she DM'd me, like, but he's like, yo, I dodged the bullet. I see there was a porn star, Lil D. Pause on that, by the way. He came out. He said, "Yo, I only took a picture with her." Like people are almost treating you like, yo, they have to speak up to say they never had sex with you, or if they did was way before. Does that make you feel a little bit hurt that people are speaking about you like, like they wouldn't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole, or, oh, I'm glad nothing happened, like they dodged a bullet, like they're speaking about you like that?
I really can put myself in other people's shoes. As far as Silky goes, I DM'd him after I saw the clip of him showing that he dodged a bullet. My management told me to hit him up to see if I could go on stream. I've been on several streams, time and time again with Kai Cenat, Deshae Frost, V Boogie, all them people. Like, I've been on streams. I was just trying to see if I could go on a stream. Yes, he's an attractive man, but again, after I caught HSV, I slowed the fuck down.
Wait, did you fuck Kai? Be honest. You fuck Kai?
No.
Oh, okay.
So hold on, you're saying as soon as you got HSV2 and you knew that, that's when you were like, all right, I'm gonna take a step back and stop basically having sex so easily. You kind of like, I guess you could say you kind of like matured in your sexual life. It's like when you caught it, you kind of had like a reality check.
110%. And I feel like that's like a sign, again, to get into spirituality. It's a sign from divine to me that it was time to slow down, because even though I'm saying respect myself, OnlyFans models doing OnlyFans right now, it's not that they don't respect themselves. Mind you, like Academic said, it's a hustle. For me, it's rooted in things far more deeper than just a hustle. So for me, it was me disrespecting myself in a way, and I had to heal from that trauma. I had to self-explore, and I had to get to the root of things. But I definitely.
How much have you went down the realm of religion or spirituality? It felt like it was an awakening moment for you. Have you got into church, reading the Bible? Like, what have you been doing?
So I actually did buy my first Bible 2 months ago. Did I get through the whole thing? Gonna be honest, no. I've kind of always been on the border of religious and not. My mom was atheist, my dad was Christian, so you could only imagine what kind of household I was brought up in. I really started my spiritual journey whenever I was 15, after some things happened to me. And from there, I feel like I've just gotten closer and closer with first myself and Most High. And I honestly think that whenever I caught herpes, it was a time where it was just like, I was so excited for how much money that I was bringing in, especially after the Deshae Frost show and everything like that. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, money's looking great. Let me keep going. And then God was like, wait, it's time to slow down with the fucking, because you just wild out right before you got all these blessings. And in order to keep this thing going, in order to use your energy in the best ways possible, I have to give you a wake-up call, and that was that.
I know this is kind of a personal question, but I'm curious, and the reason why I'm curious, it's a two-pointer. how many bodies did you have before you caught, and then how many do you have after? And I just want to see where you're at with your sex life. And it's just anybody that also is worried about HSV2, and also you're doing this for the women out there, even men out there. So how many bodies would you approximate that you had before and then after you were contracted?
So since everybody thinks I'm already nasty, bitch, I don't give a fuck about telling my body count. So Gucci was 44. Okay. I am now at 58. So during the time, and listen. After Gucci, right? Before I found out that I had herpes, I wilded the fuck out. Okay? After Gucci, I caught. Let me go back.
Wait, hold on. By the way, wild the fuck out just for content, or you were just having fun having sex with random men?
I was literally like just having like protected just flings, you know, and I was very safe. Like the only time that I was careless was with Gucci. As far as everybody else, people that weren't porn stars, I was overly conscious of everything that I was doing, you know. Condoms for head and sex. Not only that, I wouldn't even have sex like for real. Like it might have been like, oh yeah.
Stop it. You did not suck the Shea Frost dick with a condom. Stop it, Cap.
I had sex with Deshae Frost before I fucked Gucci. And,
no, I know. Remember you because you said you gave Deshae Frost oral sex in June.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the spree that I had.
Oh, okay.
The spree was already cut by the time I had oral sex with Deshae.
Got it.
Yeah,
by the way, you know, just trying to, you know, fact check here. I know you clearly pinpoint to the Gucci situation, but you did mention 44 guys before him or including him. How many men did you have sex with? Because you said it was in February, January, and February. Did you know?
Mm-hmm. I didn't while out until probably like a week and a half before I found out that I had herpes. So with that time frame keeping in mind, there's no way that I would have fucking tested positive for herpes from any of those men other than Gucci.
How many men do you
think?
Yeah, look on your face is like look at your face is like niggas.
Nah, it was just I'm not good at math. Hold on, I gotta use my calculator.
You gotta do math?
What?
I'm not good at math. Sorry.
Okay, use your calculator. Let's see where we're at.
Yeah, hold on.
Before I stopped, it was literally 7.
Huh? 7?
Wait, so you had 7 before you completely like, fuck this. I'm out. Like I'm out of the sex game. Like I'm a like be on some different shit. 7.
In a short amount of time. Like mind you, it was literally like a week.
Okay.
Where I already had lesions, like I already experienced my lesions and everything. Like I didn't know what it was. I was still testing negative for herpes and everything. The lesions already presented themselves prior to me having sex with these people.
Sorry, you said 7 different bodies in 1 week, right?
By the way, you know why I'd called OnlyFans a hustle for most people is that, put it like this, right? And you know, I don't want to pocket watch or anything, but I could, you know, I always pocket watch, but still, I would imagine you said, you know, you're taking care of your family. Like this is like a career, right? I feel like a lot of people don't treat OnlyFans like even the low-level porn star treats porn. For example, and the reason why I was saying about OnlyFans women is that if I know having sex with other male creators, right, is my job, I wouldn't jeopardize this to go outside that circle to fuck random people, fly out here, go fuck this rapper, this and third, knowing that, like, look what happened to you. Not saying obviously that happened there because you say you called it via creator, but it could just end your whole shit, or not end your whole shit, but like just kind of change the trajectory of your life. And I think those people, and I'm even speaking about Gucci, I'm pretty sure he was just slanging cock everywhere. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure if he does have it, he didn't contract it from maybe a female creator. He maybe caught a chick on South Beach and just dicked her down and caught it. He was probably fucking every chick raw. You get what I'm saying? And that's the hustle part. If, when, I know a lot of sex workers, that are on OnlyFans that they almost do like some cognitive dissonance in terms of how they look at OnlyFans. And because of that, there's a breakdown where you don't take it as serious, or you don't think that you need to have these necessary safeguards to make sure such a thing that we're talking about today doesn't happen. You get what I'm saying? So, again, I do think this is very important because I hope the industry acknowledges this and like makes necessary changes, because like I look at you, you're 20 years old and you basically say your trajectory of your life, like you're literally saying you almost regret it, right? Like, obviously not regret making the money, but you regret, these circumstances that led to this moment, right?
Well, that's part of life. And look, the person you are today is you had to have gone through what you have gone through, and you've learned a lot. And I think that's good. I think everything happens for a reason, right? You said you picked up a Bible, and now you're understanding what you got to do now and all this stuff. So I think you've learned a lot, and maybe this is the correct path for you.
Hey, your future romantic partner. How would you? I know you're very young. You're probably not there yet. But, and maybe you haven't even thought about this, but like, how would you explain this to your future romantic partner of how you came to this point, right? Like, that person's probably going to love you. But they're probably going to want to understand the decisions that led you to that point, and that the fact that they would be, they're going to have to cope with the fact that you have herpes. Like, have you thought about that or no?
I have thought about it, and like you said, my future partner is gonna love me regardless of my past. And I honestly I don't want to overthink about it, because I know that real love isn't based on what has happened before, what will happen later. It's about how you guys feel right now, how you guys are compatible and everything like that. And I want everybody, even if you caught HSV, regardless if you had a whole phase or not, remember that, like, somebody is going to love you regardless of what happened to you. Like, it doesn't matter, especially to them, especially to that person that is really meant to love you. But I wanted to ask something, actually, because if like he was getting tested, right, every week, like he said that he was.
I think he said every
and
2
if
weeks.
He was
You're right. Yeah, every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we see a test result today? Why do we have to wait until tomorrow? If he already has a negative result from recently, why can't he post it today? Why can't he show us, like, for sure?
Hold on, great question, and I'm gonna give the answer that my understanding gave me, and then you could tell me, because you're in that business. It felt like he was agreeing with me when I said that most standard testing panels does not include a blood test for HSV2. You could tell me if standard panels for, the adult entertainment industry included. I guess he was saying, yeah, the majority of people don't get tested for it. So I guess he has to go out of his way and to request a test for it, and that's how we could get it, right? Does that make sense?
Okay, well, I mean, but I know that. I mean, shit.
Well, we're gonna see tomorrow. I mean, I'm not trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here, right? I don't, but tomorrow he's coming on.
I think that boy guilty. I ain't gonna lie to you. I definitely think he's guilty. Like, you know what I mean? I think he's capping a little bit too much, but I think he's trying to do one of those things to say, she ain't catching from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what he's trying to do. How much would an apology mean to you? Like, if he was saying, hey, listen, I apologize, not saying it's gonna make anything better, but if he owned up to it and said, hey, I apologize for my unsafe practices while having sex with you, would that mean anything to you at all?
Of course, I would appreciate it. I feel like any victim of any kind of assault would appreciate an apology, a direct apology from the predator that did it to them. But honestly, it wouldn't mean anything compared to knowing that he can't do it again. Because sorry only means so much.
Question: What if he were to want to be like, all right, look, I'm in your city, let's meet up, let's link. and I wanna meet face to face and apologize to your face. Well, does that mean anything?
I will never, ever, ever, ever intentionally link up with that man ever in my life. Only because of what has happened with us behind closed doors.
Right. I get that.
No.
You did mention, I know you don't want to talk about other women, but like, so when I watched a video of the tattoo, there was another woman who got his name tatted as well. Do you believe she's contracted? I know you don't want to speak about, other people, but do you believe that she is contracted that virus as well? Because clearly that was during the same period where clearly you all were having sex, or he had sex with you and probably her. I'm taking it from your body language. You probably think she did.
Again, well, I said this on Twitter. I feel like it's very disrespectful to assume somebody else's STD status, considering that he did have an outbreak while he was fucking me and her. Hey, context clues.
Do the math, right?
But I mean, I don't know. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, bitch, you got the hurt. Because, babe, I don't know. You could have been the lucky ones, because there is 100% a possibility that could happen. I'm not going to say 100%, but there is a likelihood that she could not have contracted the virus. I do know that they were having sex a week before, because that was one of the conversations that we had, was that they were having sex a week before I even fucked a man. So, and it takes a while for sores like that to heal up to the way that it did. So she could have that shit. I don't know.
How are you going about treating your herpes?
I'm on medication. On top of that, I am very conscious of what I put in my body. Whenever you do have herpes, you have to stay away from things like rice, bread, complex carbs. Taking lysine every day. Anybody that has herpes, lysine, 1,000 milligrams of lysine a day will help balance that arginine and lysine in your system. Arginine is what causes an outbreak, so just stay away from that. That's complex carbs, that's cocoa, that's alcohol, that's tobacco, that's like unhealthy things for your body, basically. If there's high arginine levels in your body, you're going to have an outbreak.
Yeah, for everybody, thank you. Anyone in the live chat that has herpes or knows anyone with herpes, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
And by the way, and again, being very serious here, before I even knew, actually, I knew you were coming on here, and I hit up Aiden specifically. I said, make sure I'm on to speak to Gucci or whatever. But I learned going on your Twitter, and there was another person you retweeted. I promise you, I learned so much about it. It made me a little bit more prepared to ask some of the questions that hopefully people are watching. They, obviously you're probably not coming to me at Aiden like your doctor, but hopefully you can learn something. I wonder what you are going to do in terms of, or if you even feel the need to do anything in educating, because when people hear that is kind of like the new HIV. Like, people like, what? Like, but once I heard a lot of education, okay, the percentage of transmission during this time is this, blah, 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 blah. Like, when I learned a lot more, and it made me a lot less ignorant, and I probably would have had a very ignorant conversation without knowing that. Do you feel like it's your job to kind of like help the masses kind of realize what this is?
Yes, 110%. I full-heartedly want to become an advocate for herpes. I want to be somebody that people can ask about herpes. I think that, especially now, exposing myself to the world, I feel like it's a definite door opening to being a person that can help everybody first get past this this narrative and stigma that anybody with herpes is literally just dirty. That word dirty triggers me, because you could still be clean and have herpes. But yes, I definitely think that my career is more leaning towards being an advocate more than a porn star or an OnlyFans model, because even OnlyFans models, I know a ton of OnlyFans models, bright women, smart women, creative women, talented women. And they just decided to do porn, so nobody takes them serious sometimes. So it's like, I definitely think that I'm going to switch over to that and show that I learned from my situation, and everybody can learn from my situation as well.
What did your parents think about the diagnosis? Like, I would imagine if I'm your father and I hear that, I might want to catch a body, a homie. You get what I mean? Like, Like what was the moments of you, even telling your parents? I'm guessing you probably went to them before the internet. Did they embrace you? Did they, I don't know if they were in tune with your decision to become a OnlyFans creator. Did they hit you with the, well, I told you so, or were they, sympathetic? You tell me.
So I don't really talk to my dad for personal reasons. As far as my mother goes, supportive since day one. She's really the reason why I'm still here today, because anybody that has caught HSV knows that there's suicidal tendencies that come after. So she has been my number one supporter. Even before I caught HSV, it didn't matter what I was going through. She was there to support me. So I definitely can say that my mom has been there. She didn't want me to do OF. She didn't want me to do porn. But she also wasn't going to shame me. She did not say, I hate you, this and that. My mom has always been like an accepting person. As far as my dad goes, he did find out that I did OnlyFans after I caught herpes, but my dad is a Caribbean man.
What country?
I don't really want to tell him. He's probably gonna find out. He doesn't really have social media.
Wait, he doesn't know?
Like, my dad doesn't know that I have herpes. No. He's probably
Wait, what country is he from? What country?
Jamaica.
Oh my God, Bumbleclot. Yeah, nah, he gonna go crazy. You see the flag back there? They're not playing. But yeah, any siblings, by the way?
I have a little brother.
How old is he?
He is 18.
Hey, I read through,
Okay.
again, there's a very smart woman, I think she's a woman, I don't know if it was, who, again, you retweeted a bunch. She had so many resources for people who are sex workers. I'm wondering if, you tapped into some of those resources, or if you sought therapy, because, again, you mentioned suicidal thoughts, and that has to, you have your whole life ahead of you, and it feels like you're dealing with understanding what this disease, or not disease, but virus is, better than you were when you probably first contracted it. Did you seek any therapy, or you've just been, kind of doing it on your own?
Oh, I've just been doing it on my own. So I did experience recently a panic attack and a mental breakdown after quite some time since I experienced my last one. So healing is never ending. I feel like at first I thought I could really do it by myself, but after everything that's gone on the last couple of days, it kind of made me realize that it is time to go to therapy. I did go to therapy in high school before everything happened. Now I definitely am going to seek that. I definitely think that anybody that is experiencing something like this needs to go to therapy too.
I do want to. Sorry, I don't want to butt in though. You seem like you're shining and you're glowing, and I do want to say you're not dirty for having herpes. You know what I mean? Like, it's true what you're saying. And anybody that does have herpes in this chat, there's thousands of people watching. Somebody that they know, that somebody, or maybe even them, they have herpes. So it's awesome seeing you shine and look like you're glowing right now. And seriously, kudos to you, for real. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
And by the way, I said the same thing to Gucci Third Leg. I hate saying that name. The name just sounds ridiculous. Anyway, what I said to him is that this woman coming out and saying it, people are gonna act like she's a 1 in 100. I listen. I got my ear tapped into the industry, and if you hear about the music industry and the women they have sex with frequently, and sometimes people be asking these questions, why everybody passing around some of the same women, I would probably say the herpes rate in the industry is like 40%. That's how, again, people want to act like, oh no, this is this one girl. Man, there is I could name 20 Instagram models, and the same rappers keep fucking them. I'm like, well, then I hear
Almighty J just said I have herpes live on the Kick chat.
Oh, well.
What's crazy is, actually, one thing that actually, this might sound insane.
Yeah.
And this is alleged. This is rumored.
Yeah.
Rumored.
Okay.
I'm going to literally scream that it's rumored.
Okay.
That people like Diddy, crazy person to say it first, Rihanna, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all these kinds of people are rumored to have herpes. Usher,
What?
all that kind of stuff. Some of the most successful people in the industry, some of the most successful people in just regular business have herpes, have things like HIV, have hepatitis. There's hepatitis strains that are incurable. Like, there's things that people don't know that behind closed doors somebody's going through, and they might look up to that person. You know?
Yeah. I got to be honest. Years ago, when the whole lawsuit came out with Usher, I was shocked by it, but he ended up settling. And I'm gonna be honest with you, women still love him. Like, whatever. Like, shit, young boy. Some of those names you've mentioned, which I won't say because some of them powerful as a motherfucker. But again, I don't know if maybe it's an industry thing versus the rest of the regular world, but I think people, because you were vocal about it and you're coming out to say, I have it, they're going to make it like you're the 1 out of 100. You're the 1% when you're probably, it's at least 30%. I know I said 40, but it's at least 30%. So think about every celebrity, or especially the music business, 1 out of 3. Like, come on.
Act word on the street is saying that 6ix9ine gave it to you.
Yo, how you gonna turn a serious topic? We having so much awareness right now. Everybody, you better clear up Almighty J's name, man. Like, how you just gonna?
No, Jay said it to me.
Oh, he said you got it.
No, Jay in my chat said I have herpes.
So he said you have it, or he has it?
No, like I as in him. He said it.
Oh, okay. All right, well, everybody live their truth. Hold on, would you do a scene with him?
Who?
Jay, Almighty Jay.
Respectfully, and that's something I wanted to touch on. Respectfully, I understand that a lot of people may relate to me and have herpes as well. I appreciate the gestures. I appreciate the offers, but I am not looking for somebody to create content with. And just because you have herpes, I love that you offered. Thank you so much. But I will not collab with you just because you have herpes. My soulmate could have herpes as well. Hey, I have no fucking clue. But I'm not going to trauma bond with somebody just because they have herpes like me.
Question: does your baby, when you plan to have a kid one day, is there a way to protect your child from having herpes?
C-sections or being on medication whenever you're going through a birth. And if you don't have an outbreak, even if you're not medicated, there's a possibility that you can have a smooth birth without having any complications.
Got it.
But I do want to ask you guys, whenever he comes on here tomorrow, please ask him to log into that portal. Like, fuck a scrolling down the website. Fuck that. You can fake whatever the fuck. Right? Have him log in. Because he ain't logging to shit. He really didn't really show much of shit that's really
Okay. Well, look, tomorrow will you be active as well to hop on?
Most likely, yeah. Most likely.
Cool. I have a prediction how tomorrow's gonna go. Listen.
And he also said that we shot 4 scenes, we shot 5. So just fact checking. I can show everybody. So.
And by the way, I have a prediction how tomorrow's gonna go. No, what the fuck? I think tomorrow. Listen, there's no way he's hopping on here to show anything but a negative test. Like, come on, what type of idiot would do that, right? So he's gonna show a negative test, right? It's just how he's gonna show a negative test. Like, nobody's gonna come on here and be like, all right, Aiden, thank you for giving me the platform to announce that. What the fuck?
I have herpes.
Like, hell no. So it's either he's not gonna come on, or if he comes on, it's definitely gonna be negative. And then it's just whether you believe the validity of whatever negative you see. Did he finesse it? Is it a legit test? And I think, the story will be told, right?
Okay, well, look, let's continue this tomorrow. Act part 2 tomorrow. I do want to say thank you so much for coming on, Danae, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow, and we'll see where we're at with everything.
Thank you for having me. You guys are great. I love this. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.
Bye.
Act, stay on really quick, academics.
It's cracking.
Act tomorrow, 100%. You're not wrong. He's gonna come out with a negative test. We just got to see if that test is real.
Yeah, and I think that's where I'm gonna try to do a little bit of research on how people could fake a test, because come on now. First of all, my boy Nigerian, come on, man, come on, yo, you think a Nigerian coming on here to disgrace his whole country with a positive test, bro? Are you crazy?
So do you think that he's negative or positive?
I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. This is my gut feeling, and again, I'm still gonna be very neutral, because I don't want to just say, oh, blah, blah, blah. But I think homeboy got it. I think he got it. I think he was probably being arrogant. Like again, I'm reading these cues that are just like mad in the open. He's spitting in girls' mouths. He's going on podcasts saying he's fucked 3,000 girls. I see girls that have talked about they couldn't wait to collab with him. And it's a power dynamic, right? Like, yo, are you going to question me about my results when you're even lucky to be... Yo, the chick was 19. Like, by the way, I know 44 is still a lot of bodies, but bro, he's probably looking at her like, yo, if your revenue was 8K a month before I fuck you, it's gonna jump up to 15. So I definitely could see her. I could definitely see him being so arrogant that he think, you know, it could be hidden, right?
Yeah. I do want to touch base on one thing though. You know, a lot of girls nowadays at the age of 19 and 20 have a lot of bodies. So that means, and you're not wrong, industry girls and just college girls, pretty much every girl in America. The average American girl nowadays has a lot of fucking bodies. I don't know, because of my generation, I don't know what it is, Zach.
Nah, it is your generation. Yo, let me tell you, sport fucking has never been this popular. I mean, pop culture is pushing it. You have, you know, it's coming through the music, it's coming through the culture. And again, as men get more sexually active younger, who are they getting sexually active with? Also, here's the thing. I think because, you know, beauty is also becoming so much more common among women, and maybe like people have just bred into just more attractive women, or women just know how to you know, figure out how to get more beautiful. They're getting targeted by guys like, not saying you, but like people that got some shit. And
I understand what you're saying.
And sex has become like this commodity that's like a
like
door
chicken
opener.
hands.
Yeah, it's like a door opener for them, right? Where it's like, yo, like back in the day, you would hear a guy really pursue a girl and not get anywhere. Like, could you imagine a girl coming around you and be like, yo, you gotta wait 2 months for it? You get the fuck on out of here. You know what I mean? Like, there's a girl 20 times better than you who's sucking dick the first 5 minutes. And you know what she said was so alarming to me. She said, I finally learned to respect myself afterwards. I ain't gonna lie to you.
After she got the herpes. Yeah.
If I had a daughter, I'm clipping that and playing it for her 3,000 times. Because I think, you know, most women who do OnlyFans, before they get to the point that she's at, you know what they say? Oh, y'all are just mad because, like, we're taking the power in our hands. They feel it's empowering, right?
Correct.
So they're not thinking about the health risk. They're not thinking about how society views them until a moment like this. And I think that's the sad part, bro.
You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. I think it's a little bit weird that why do you have to wait till you actually have the herpes to fucking have that way? Whatever. It's her life. And look, she's 20 years old. Yeah, she has 58 bodies at 20. But now, you know, by the time she's 30, she probably will have less than 100. And again, I don't even know what the fuck I'm trying to get at with this, but what I'm trying to say is you're not wrong, Ak. And that leads me to think, whether either a gay son or a thought daughter, Ak. And you answer that first. Gay son or thought daughter?
Remember, who's making 100 grand and says, yo, I'm out. Yo, you're making 100 grand.
True.
Just having girls.
Hey, I will vouch. I will say this. That is true. Yo, I'm not going to lie. You know, you're spitting facts. Why would Gucci just quit OnlyFans? Think about it. If he's proven innocent, his name is going to be the biggest. All the girls are going to want him. He can make the most money ever. Why the fuck would he call it quits?
You know what that kind of made me think? That he knew he was, he knew he was positive. But tomorrow he'll come with the finesse for the negative. But he knows now that everybody's aware of it, it's going to be just impossible for him to just tell everybody consistently that he's negative. So just bow out on top, pause, and see what happens. That's what it gave. That's the vibes it gave me. But who knows? I could be wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Not wrong.
Here's the thing, and this is to his disservice. She beat him to the punch. She came out first. She's a woman. We're seeing her crying. She seems distraught. So we're looking at him like he's guilty. Maybe he's not. And, you know, if he's not, he's not. But it didn't look too good. And today, while answering questions, I think even you kind of were like, it's a little fishy, right? Yo, like, come on. Like, he's ignoring the biggest evidence she has is the 4K video with your penis, bro. And he's like, nah, I just got shaved I just cut myself. I don't know. I don't know.
You're not wrong, Ak. But look, we'll find out tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna see what time Gucci gives me, and then we'll lock it in, and then you and I will go on before, and then yeah, but don't be late, motherfucker. I know you get.
Hey, I was on before you today. Stop lying.
You were,
Yeah.
but I had something come up with one of my boys got banned, so I had to try to handle some shit.
Hey, listen. I saw this, first of all, and she said I didn't like OnlyFans girls. Absolutely not true. I think what I was saying is that, and by the way, I think this is necessary for that community. That community is a reckless community, bro. Like, I know homies of mine who literally, they target women, and I shouldn't use the word target because it sounds predatorial. They hit up women or try to talk to women who have OnlyFans in their bio. Why? Those women they look at as sex workers who are just whores. Like, they don't look at them as, oh, these are professionals. They look at them as, if you're doing OnlyFans, you're just a whore who is trying to make a buck, right? And they're like, hey, well, we could fly you out, or we could, put you on a jet, and we know you're gonna just do some whole shit. So again, I think that community, maybe they could ramp up their standards and taking shit serious. And it's not only about who they fuck, but just like how, like, just the standards. You know what I mean? Like, they're not. I talked to my friend who does OnlyFans. They're not asking for tests, bro.
Right.
Bro, they're saying, you know what they ask? How much followers or how much subscribers you have on OnlyFans?
Facts. How many subs am I gonna gain off this?
Exactly, right? And when you do that, this was bound to happen. Unfortunate to say, they got to be happy that this shit wasn't AIDS or HIV.
Well, true.
Even though both are non-curable, and by the way, these days there's way more manageable ways to deal with HIV, but still, it's fucked up.
Just wrap up your cock, everyone. All right, yo, Ak, I love you, motherfucker. I'll see you tomorrow, all right? We on tomorrow.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right, people. Alrighty then. That was cool. Shout out to Aiden, I felt I needed to be in there to ask the hard-hitting questions. Not really. I was just in that bitch. Boy. All right. Boy. Gucci third leg. Not gonna lie, chat. There's some surprising shit that I saw in that. I did want to show you some chat. I was done once I seen this shit. Look at this shit, chat. Look at this. Wait. Is it this? No. Is it this? Oh, so this is where they both got tatted. So they tatted the dude's name, right? There's this other. So that's Gucci third leg. That's the girl, and that's the other girl. And they're like, hey, two of my girlfriends tatted my name, right? I guess they both tatted on their wrist that, or whatever, that you could see it when this is him. Yeah, which, by the way, again, as we talk about, some of these choices, this girl is 19. She chose to be an adult entertainer. She's seen an opportunity, right? I'm not definitely trying to victim shame here, but she definitely seen an opportunity. She tatted his name 4 days in. You get what I'm saying? But, she was thinking about the content upside, right? By the way, look what's trending. Gucci. Oh my God. Hopefully we don't see no porn. And then this other girl, she got it on her hand. Now, remember, they said these are strategic placements of tattoos that when they're stroking penis, it could always be seen. Okay, cool. Good for marketing. Yeah, so this is he tatted Gucci. So he tatted Gucci and they tatted his name. Interesting. Not gonna lie. And there's this other thing right here. Let me see. Yeah, chat. This was bananas. I ain't gonna lie to you. Look at this shit right here. Look at this.
I won't spit in somebody's mouth.
This is Gucci third leg. Yo, let me tell you, clout and money. You know, I don't want to shame that girl because a lot of young girls are doing this. You know, couple people around where they live at tell them they look beautiful. The easiest way to cash in and monetize off your beauty is OnlyFans. And sometimes, and then they get into a game where to rise up the ranks, there's a lot of beautiful girls. They have to collab with these guys who have ultimate power, it seems, because they're the guys with the clout, or they're the guys, you know, that other people have some attention with and that they collab with. And then these guys just start wilding. Like, look at this guy.
Spit in somebody's mouth.
He's on 20v1. He said, yo, I got to spit in somebody's mouth right now.
Hold on. Let me spit in your mouth.
Look at this. I don't even know if I could show that. I'm gonna just like leave that. But yeah, he was spitting in somebody's mouth. Yeah, like it's tough, man. Fucking tough. I don't know. All right, Lord. But you know, he's officially spoken out, and you know, again, I want to be a little bit neutral. Let's wait to see tomorrow. But even though tomorrow, I think he'd be an idiot if he hopped on a stream with a positive test. And it's not going to be some shit where we all find out on stream. He's going to know before. So I think he's going to go ghost tomorrow. Or if he does pop back up, we're going to have to see how that stream looks. Or not stream, how that test result looks, right? Okay. Anything that I missed? I know I was ignoring the chat for a little bit. I didn't mean to ignore you guys, but you know, I was just trying to ask the questions that I thought that people wanted to hear. Somebody said, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. He would have had a field day. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I mean, with all things being considered.
All right, y'all. Now that y'all have seen everything, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. I do feel like that everybody needs to know their status and watch who you're dealing with. You never know who you're really dealing with until you actually deal with them to a certain extent. You feel me? But, you know, I just want to say that the results will be out, or they probably already out. I probably added to this video. Anyway it goes. You know, I just feel like that this situation right here could have been avoided if everybody would have kept it real from the beginning, especially him. You know, but hey, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. And what I mean by everybody, I'm talking about everybody that's involved in this little circle that's got these diseases messing around. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything. If you made it to the end of this video, I definitely do appreciate y'all, and I will holler at y'all later on another video. All right.